Wow, getting the deluxe treatment here with the ride. Yeah, it looks like it's getting even busier. I'm doing a little video here. It looks like it's even busier than it was Monday. Yeah.
Oh, so they are in two different places. So there's also the Toyota Flight School one. There's two. We didn't know if there was. Yeah, I saw them.
That's what I stopped by. That's what I told me. Where's the other one?
On the 45 road.
Yeah.
They have Toyota cars, and they have a Joby mock-up, like one of our nice mock-ups, and a big time Toyota Flight School.
On your left. On your left. Right down the
Women Venture. What are the chances of them all wearing red shirts on the same day? Wow. Yeah, it was. It was purple. No. The vintage area. And here is the vintage area. Curtis Wright Travel Air, beautiful. But this 120, I believe, over there has to be the most beautiful, polished airplane. Oh, it's a Luscombe 8F. Oh, that is beautiful. There is a lot of handwork in that.
The basic rule has taken away the weight limit for port pilots, the speed limit for port pilots, indicated stall speed.
Will Rose Farm. We used to have meetings out there, the Rose Hill Farm. He has his own little strip, but it's all gone. They passed away, unfortunately.
And EAA spent about 7 years working on this, and they basically got everything they wanted. This is just a great announcement that came at Oshkosh. John, now real quick, what do you
Travel
see
Air
as the future here for the Vintage Aircraft Association? Vintage aircraft are
There's a Cub, Stagger Wing.
an affordable way to get into aviation. With the price of a brand new 172 is $500,000, And you know, you can have a lot of fun and go places with a vintage airplane since you want to a fraction of the cost. And so we see, especially with the mosaic rule, that the vintage community will grow significantly.
Illustrated by longtime vintage airplane
A Royal Navy staggerway.
It's not just a normal coloring book. These are Dave Brown's caricatures and his own official drawings. He's only done drawings before. He finally put together a coloring book with all these great vintage airplanes. Put it together in a coloring book, added some crowns to the back. We have those for sale. Not only coloring books in the vintage bookstore, but we just restocked last night. I was up late till 10 o'clock. We put out 250 more books that have been donated by pilots and everyone through. They just restocked today, so come visit us 9 o'clock here.
And the PT-19. I thought about buying one of these, and the guy cautioned me. He says that center spar, with the age of these, it's a bunch of termites holding hands. But it would have been a very interesting airplane to own and fly. F-15s. And antique parking only. Bring your Howards, your Fairchilds in, park them, camp. Nice big radial engine. F-15 again. Flies like a big T-38. Can't believe how old that airplane's getting.
This is a Howard. I'm wondering, D. Howard?
A lot of airplanes. There's still spots if you want to bring your antique airplane. Yeah, I couldn't fool the vintage people. They, you know, it's a my Great Lakes is a 1929 design, but it is not a vintage aircraft because it was newly built.
What are you responsible for? I'm kind of in charge of this. I'm a beat first of all, and I'm kind of in charge of making sure that people are. How large is yours?
Yeah, so Waco cabin class. They went from the open cockpit biplanes to enclosing it as technology advanced. What a beautiful airplane. And the Beach Sager wings.
That you're a
Stetson.
yeah, we got.
And then we're getting to the camping area. Stearman's. We had a good turnout this year. And we had rain this morning, but it brightened up and cleared up and went away, and
Used to be good days. Most of the time it's 105.
not too bad at all. Weather. The rest of the day should be fairly nice, except it's supposed to be hot. This is Wednesday, and it's supposed to be the hottest day of the week so far. And this is the camping area. So that's a stroll through the vintage aircraft area. All right, this is a stamp, and it's kind of interesting here with a lot of the rigging, and I guess it's made so you can easily inspect that. Fuel tank in the center section, just like on my Great Lakes. I don't have a gun sight. I don't have a gun sight on my Great Lakes, but some of the control cable routing here is interesting. Oh, look at that. That comes out. That is the rudder, and at this point it branches off to tie into the tail wheel. Interesting, and they actually use a trim tab here. Very interesting construction. Interesting how that center fuel tank, a little bit wider there. That's where on my Great Lakes I have a center fuel tank also in the center structure. And you know, they've tried to make improvements to my Great Lakes. It's The seat tilts back. It's 4 inches wider, which is really nice because for some reason Americans are getting bigger. I don't know why. Um, that's a little bit of humor there. But, oh yeah, look at the fuel gauge there. And sump. But one of the things they did was they beefed up that center section on the Great Lakes because it had a kind of a weak point. And of course, when you send forces to another part of the structure, then you get problems in the other part of the structure. So that's why they had the AD Stardust Service Bulletin, said you couldn't fly aerobatics. Then it was an AD, you will fix this. But fortunately, Great Lakes, Waco, did the whole thing free of charge. Well, it was a brand new airplane. It was actually still under warranty at that time. So they took care of the whole thing, which was nice. And then I could fly it again. And here's the vintage aircraft camping sites under the trees. Kind of cool.
The tram tours.
And a Beach 18.
Before you alluded to since day one. How long ago was it?
Yeah, so this is year 16. We've been doing this a long time. But we have grown from just an idea to where we've stolen just about every one of Walt Disney's protocols, and we're doing our tour it is just like the Disney amusement park ride. It is just like that, but it's for aviation.
Well, and I've been working with you, I think, since day one, or maybe day two of your tram tours, and as you're talking about the improvements you're making, I can remember back when you had, what, one.
That's a lot of elbow grease polishing this beauty up.
And a 10 by 10 canopy, and that's how we started. Good Lord, we got a 20 by 50 main operations tent. We do the briefings in there. This is new this year. We got another 10 by 20 that's kind of now our administration. We store all the sponsor materials, the giveaway hats, all the inventory that was getting in the way in the main area. And we do
Pratt & Whitney, dependable engines.
Tonight. And then we got another 18-foot trailer for just our maintenance and our break room. So this thing is really
It's interesting positioning the pitot tubes so they get clean, basically clean undisturbed air, so you get an accurate reading.
It's really fun to see it growing. Yeah, it took 60 years to get here, but we're still
LED lights in the nose. A little bit of history of the aircraft.
You mentioned them.
Yes.
And here is the vintage hangar with type clubs, workshop, and a little forum area. The vintage clubs don't open till this afternoon, but anything you want. Swift, Hat, Cessna, Fairchild, Navion. You got your little type club here. They don't have it for the Great Lakes, unfortunately. It seems to be too much of a niche, but they're having a little Fairchild Forum Club here. And over here is the workshop area.
I've done a few. I gave her a top 10 to do it. But just do the